Hey there, this is the One Boom, and welcome to a video about what makes a fun World War II game. Now I have like 20 minutes of Call of Duty 2 gameplay that I can use here, so hopefully that's okay with you guys. I know most people that are going to do these kind of videos are going to use Infinite Warfare gameplay, Modern Warfare Remastered gameplay, or maybe World at War gameplay. So hopefully I'm the only one that uses COD 2 gameplay. So in case you don't know, it was kind of leaked that the next Call of Duty is going to be Call of Duty World War II. Now, I don't know whether or not this is the case, but since I'm a general FPS YouTuber, I thought I'd talk about what I think would make a really fun World War II game. You guys already probably know my position that I feel like we don't need more World War II games. I grew up with them. I'm kind of tired of them. But if we are going to get one, I have a little bit of a wish list and some things I believe are essential. If we're going to take that war into the modern age of gaming, it's got to be different and it's got to be exciting. Okay, so the first thing, now I'm not going to do too much editing on this, by the way, just watch the classic genuine gameplay and listen to my voice. Okay, so the first thing that a good World War II game needs. A good World War II game needs all major factions, all major settings. I want the British, the Japanese, the Russians, the Germans, and the Americans. I know there's other people that were involved with the war, but those are the main ones that they need to cover. I want all the major countries. World War II was fought all around the world. I want a lot of variety in this kind of game. I want each map, I want each mission, I want everything to feel different and new. It's one of the things I'm really enjoying about Ghost Recon Wildlands is the world that they picked of Bolivia has a lot of variety to it. You got jungles, you got forests, you got deserts, you got salt flats, you got snowy mountains. So a next-gen World War II game needs to have all of those areas. I want to fight in the Pacific, I want to fight in France, and I want to fight in Russia, just, okay, everywhere. The next thing that's really important is it needs all weapons that were used in the war. So you get your standard fare with the Garand and the Thompson, the Kar 98 Mauser, you have the STG-44, 1911s, Lugers, and all those Japanese guns that I can never remember or pronounce. And also guns from World War I or just any sort of previous time period. Guns from the general time period of World War II would also be cool because there were lever actions around the time as well. So for the campaign, yeah, stick to guns that were around during the war, but I would say that for the multiplayer of whatever kind of World War II game that comes out, whether it's Call of Duty or Battlefield, have some lever actions, hell, throw a crossbow in there, do interesting things. Maybe the prestige weapons in this game could be stuff like lever actions, crossbows, special kinds of knives, and then have the standard fare for World War II shooters be, unlocked normally. Also, I want that Russian anti-material rifle. I think it was created around World War II. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, but I believe there was an anti-tank rifle that Russia made in World War II. I want that. Next thing a World War II game needs is some sort of advanced movement. That's right, guys, steampunk exosuits. No, I'm kidding. What I want is the ability to slide on my knees, dive to prone, do a combat roll, and have some sort of cover-based system. A World War II game is going to feel very basic and very dumbed down, especially to a lot of newer Call of Duty players. Have something in this World War II game, if it does come out, have something in there that, I don't know, adds an extra layer to movement, so it's not just sprinting, crouching, proning, walking, and jumping. I want diving, sliding, I want stuff like that. Also, small note, inspecting weapons and stuff like that, anything that makes it feel like it's not a game from 2003 would be amazing. Here's something else. I want interactable environments like from Call of Duty Ghosts. I know Advanced Warfare had them too, and I wouldn't mind some dynamic map elements as well. As long as it's not something that covers the map in fog, and I'm looking at you, Battlefield 1. For a Call of Duty game, obviously because it's an arena shooter, it's more built around being competitive, you don't really want people blowing up buildings and putting huge holes in walls, but I think it'd be kind of cool if there were some interactable environments. Doors that can be opened and closed, windows that can be opened and closed, ladders that can be retracted, doors that can be breached, things that can be knocked over, and then just have some minor destruction that's really fun to look at. If you're gonna put me in World War II, you gotta really immerse me. I want windows to get blown out, I want there to be tables getting blown in half. I kinda like how in Overwatch, how it's not really any destructible environments, but you can blow open the railings on the sides of buildings, you can, break tables and chairs in half. So if Call of Duty goes to World War II, I want that. And if you guys don't know what I'm doing here, I'm kind of just adding on layers because a World War II game is very, very stuck. It has to be, bam, about that war. So add layers to the gameplay around it, sliding, moving, interactable environments, minor destruction, weapons that maybe weren't used in the war but were around during the time period, such as, again, lever actions. Okay, so big thing for me, a fun progression system that rewards dedicated players. This is very important. It has to reward me for playing. It has to have prestige awards. It has to have weapons that can be unlocked by interesting or complex challenges. If it's a World War II game, I'm not going to be slapping camos on all of my guns. Maybe a gold camo or like some cool effects on guns. It'd be cool if you got like a blood effect or like a really worn effect or just things that make your guns look different, like this one has like a piece of fabric wrapped around the barrel or something like that. That'd be kind of fun. But I want a genuinely engaging progression system that makes me feel satisfied. I would like an XP bar in the bottom of the screen that gets a little bit more full every time I get a kill. I want the mission team idea to come back so you have challenges every match, like in Infinite Warfare, and I want to be heavily rewarded with in-game currency, whatever they have like for supply drops or unlocks. I want to be heavily rewarded with that kind of stuff by playing and ranking up and progressing. One of Battlefield 1's major faults was not its time period, but the fact that they just didn't really think out progression very well. Give me a reason to grind your game, give me a reason to prestige in your game, and give me a reason to play after I've hit max prestige. It's going to be harder because you're limited to that war, and the things you can add can't really, like, you know, jump the shark and be crazy, but there still needs to be something there, and that's going to have to be up to the creativity of the developers. If you guys have any ideas, leave them down in the comments. I want kills in this game to feel satisfying, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is satisfying kills. I want a little bit of gore. I don't want to decimate people with Thompson rounds where their limbs are getting blown off by my SMG. But I want blood. I want new animations I've never seen before in Call of Duty. I want to have a good animation for stabbing somebody with a bayonet. I want that classic big, bold, yellow text that says +100 when I get a kill, and then I want to watch that +100 travel down the screen into my XP bar. A World War II game is going to rely a lot more on just the basic gunplay than it is any sort of RPG elements of past Call of Duties or recent Call of Duties. So you have to make the gunplay satisfying. Gunplay needs to be very important. Each gun needs to have its own feeling and sound to it. They need to feel authentic, but yet stylized in a way that's fun. I want to see a lot of moving parts of my guns. I want to hear it rattle while I sprint. When I shoot somebody, I want blood everywhere. I want big, bold XP numbers. Don't give me that Call of Duty Ghost garbage where it's like, or even in Infinite Warfare, you get a kill, you get some like light, you know, white text on the screen. It's like, oh, you got a kill. No, I want you to make me excited that I killed people. I want the guns to feel not as intuitive as modern weapons, but not so unintuitive that they feel pointless. I want them to have a skill gap, but I don't want them to be unwieldy. So make sure they kick and make sure they have their sounds and their special animations, but don't make them so unwieldy and don't make kills unsatisfying. One of the big contributors to shooter success is how satisfying, how fun is it to shoot people. That's something that I feel like is overlooked. It has to be fun to shoot and kill somebody. So make the guns interesting, make the sounds interesting, make the heads-up display interesting, make getting a kill one of the most satisfying things you can do. Now, I don't want specialists, I don't want rigs. Okay, if you're gonna do a World War II game, don't give me special abilities, and don't make me play as characters. Let me create my own character for the multiplayer. Please, just let me create my own soldier. Let me put different emblems on a helmet. Let me see how worn his gun is after playing for a long time. Let me change just little things like, oh, okay, my character has gloves on, my character has blonde messy hair, you know, stuff like that. If I want to have a bandana, or if I wanted to have fingerless gloves, stuff like that would be really cool. I don't know, I feel like this might happen because it's Sledgehammer, and Sledgehammer so far has given us the best character customization ever, where you can change it down from the gloves to the boots to the pants to the knee pads. Although some of it was goofy, the character customization was really well thought out in Advanced Warfare, and I want to see something similar to that in whatever World War II game we might be getting. And personally, I want that for every major shooter. Let me make my character, at least let me change the hair, the eye color, at least let me put a pair of gloves on if I feel like it, something like that. Okay, moving on. Last thing on the list, make this campaign huge. If you're gonna have a World War II game, you're going to make people fight around the world. I want to fight in all major countries. I want to fight in all major cities. I want to fight in anything that's major that happened in World War II better be in this campaign. I want to sabotage German U-boats. I want to storm Normandy. I want to survive as a Russian in Stalingrad. Make this campaign huge, enormous, and preferably make it co-op as well. But if that can't happen, fine. Next is zombies. Put a good, creepy, grungy, gritty, gory zombies in this game. I want to feel helpless. I want to feel scared. I want to feel tense. I don't want to feel like I have to run around looking for like ways to complete an Easter egg. Fuck that. I don't want to complete a goddamn Easter egg. I want you to actually scare me. And one last thing here, and this is kind of minor. If you stay till this point in the video, just don't make this game super grayscale and gross looking. Give it realistic colors. Give it realistic things. Just don't do some. God, I don't know. I just don't want it to look like World at War or Call of Duty Ghosts. Like it's 1945. I'm like, no. Just give me vibrant but yet not cartoony colors. So that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. If you didn't, let me know why in the comment section below. Feel free to share this video, see if other people agree with me, see if other people agree with you, if you agreed with me. As much as I think World War II has been done to death, I feel like there is a couple of things they could do to a World War II shooter. And if they just really call it Call of Duty World War II, it can be that, bam, we're done. We can just be done for the next 5 years with World War II games, because Call of Duty is going to come out, be World War II, all of World War II, huge campaign, fun multiplayer, engaging, lots of cool little layers to it. It's not super linear, it's not super boring. It's got cool stuff going on. I think it could just be the end-all World War II game. It could bring Call of Duty back. It could really revitalize the series for a lot of old fans. And if I don't like it, I guess I'll only be stuck with it for a year. It's not like with Battlefield 1, where I feel like I'm going to be stuck with it for way too long. And hopefully the next Call of Duty launches with Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. I think that would be awesome. I love that broken piece of shit game, and I'd love to play it again. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll see you when I see ya. Goodbye!